Hi Pisces, so glad you could join me. And this is the reading for the 29th of April. This is your life reading. So it's all about what's going on round about you, friends and family, and your interests and your path forward. Let's jump in. And we've got the Nine of Wands in reverse, Judgment card, and the Ten of Swords in reverse. Now, with the Nine of Wands in reverse here, has there been personal battles been going on for quite a while? Maybe there's, an argument that's been long standing between you and other people. Have grudges formed? Because this is about something that has happened in the past, but it's something that you can't seem to let go of. It's as if you're cutting your nose off to spite your face. And you're so stubborn about the rights and wrongs of what happened back then, and defensive if people bring it up or try to change your perception of what happened or your views on the subject. And it could be that you just feel that the whole situation is something that is never going to change. Because even though this began a long time ago, the feelings and the grudges are still ongoing, and it's something that can reappear at any moment. That if you feel threatened or not liking a situation, your defences are up and running and you're ready to react within a moment's notice. But moving on to the Judgment card here, is there a possibility that you may be realising how restrictive that is for you? That you have your eye so much on what's going on round about you regarding this tiff, this battle, and the ongoing drama of it all, that are you maybe not, putting the energy into you? Are you so concerned about trying to keep control and, your defences strong, that the enjoyment of life has taken a back seat? Is it maybe time to look at your life, to look at the battles and realise that they are actually in the past? And that this is a time for moving forward, moving on, and bringing that vibrancy and colour and enjoyment back into your life. Is this maybe the time that you're feeling possibly a little bit of a rebirth, a fresh start? And it's something that you feel that very strong inside you, that this is something you want to do. But there's also a part within you or round about you that is bringing all that drama back. Is someone reminding you of all the hurts of the past? Or are you finding it difficult to forgive everything that's gone on so that you can move forward yourself? Are you maybe refusing to let go of all of those cuts, of all of those hurts? And let's move on to the next set of cards here. We've got the Ace of Swords, the Four of Swords, and the Five of Wands in reverse. Now, with the Ace here, this is a fresh beginning, a new impulsion. But the sword cards here are all about using your mind, using your intelligence, wanting to get to the root of whatever the truth is. To give yourself, some clarity about what actually went on, to see the bigger picture. And it could be that with all of the knowledge there, you have a greater understanding of why things are happening the way they are just now. Does it give you the impulsion to want to bring both sides together? Does it give you the impulsion that, you want to create a peaceful environment? And with the Four of Swords here, are you wanting to get everyone together and bring them together so that peace can reign? Are you maybe tired of all of these barbs and ongoing fights? And you just want to take a rest? You want a period of peace? And, the careful consideration between the Ace of Swords and the Four of Swords here are something that you want to implement. You want a peaceful environment. Is there a possibility that the people round about you feel differently, that they want to maintain this aggressiveness? They want to cause trouble between the two sides. It could be that rumours or critical words are set out, and that just encourages an atmosphere of, aggressiveness that continues on. Let's move down to the next row here, and we've got the King of Cups, the Strength card, and the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Now, with the King of Cups here, are you maybe able to guide the people round about you? Are you in a position of strength and power? Do people listen to what you have to say? And with that, do you feel a little bit responsible for what's going on just now because you realise that this is something you can influence. And you want people to be more compassionate towards each other. You want people to begin to make connections and be happy. But within your role here of being the person that can influence situations, you're not someone who would just sit back and accept any situation. You would accept things up to a point and then you would put your foot down. And that is all about using your internal strength. And we've got the strength card here. This is about balancing out all of the positive and negative feelings within you and harnessing them, acknowledging them, bringing them into balance and being able to utilise those feelings in your daily life. This isn't something that you can realise that you're angry and stuff it down, because at one point all of those angry feelings will explode, and that's much more reactive. Whereas this is something that you're able to control. You're able to balance out and think about what you're doing. You're able to master yourself and control whatever situation comes your way. With the Nine of Pentacles in reverse here, are you maybe not happy about the results that all of this loving encouragement is receiving? Has things not worked out the way that you thought they would? Are people maybe not listening to your words of unification? Or is it possible that you thought there could be some praise coming your way for a job well done, for getting both sides to sit and chat? Were you expecting a pat on the back? Is it possible that none of those things happened because the Nine of Pentacles is in reverse? And let's move on to the next set of cards here, because we've got the Knight of Pentacles in reverse coming up next. Have the people round about you not listened to your words, your encouragement to be thoughtful of each other? Are they more caught up in the materialistic side of life? Do all they really care about is money and position? Do they maybe not have that part within them that is able to be compassionate with other people? So it could be that all of your good intentions and kind words are falling on deaf ears, because the people that you are talking to are more concerned about money or things or position. And with the Ace of Wands in reverse here, is that making you feel less of a person? Has your desire dropped off? Things don't seem to be working the way you thought, and you're so unhappy about the whole situation. You feel that a good opportunity here has been turned down by the people that really need it. But next we have the Queen of Wands. You still have a very strong desire within you to improve whatever this situation is. You want to inspire people to look at the positives in life. You want them to understand that they have control of what the future brings. They're able to determine their own actions without, being influenced by what happened in the past. Things that happened, decisions that were made that doesn't have anything to do with now, or decisions that are being made now. And you want to encourage people to realise that, they don't have to go along with a group mentality. They don't have to be influenced by people round about them, by their competitors, by the environment or atmosphere of negativity that surrounds them. That they have their own mind and they decide what they do. Now, this reading here is a little bit theatrical. Is it maybe a little bit about West Side Story? Is there a little bit of two factions that are continually warring without actually knowing what the war was about in the first place? And it going on and on. And it could be that you decide that you want a better life for the people round about you. That you want to have a more peaceful existence. Because you do care about the people round about you. And you want them to utilise their own strength and build their own sense of what their future should be. Develop their personal power, their strength of will. And it could be that it does fall in deaf ears a little bit. And that is very discouraging. Is it possible that these people here are caught up in a different path of thinking? And you really do feel the responsibility to get them to think about their own path, about what they want for their future. All right, I'm going to leave that there. Now, please take care, Pisces, and have a great couple of weeks. And I'll see you next time. Bye.